Welcome to World Wednesday, where we are connecting and talking about relationships. So I am talking about parenting, and I'm going to go over what I believe is the first step, and that is understanding yourself. It's simple to say that this is the first step, but this is an ongoing step. All of these are ongoing. They're continuously needing to be worked on. I have been a parent for quite a few years, and I am constantly working on myself and thinking about who I am as a parent and what I would like to give out, model, provide for my children and my grandchildren. And so I know from personal experience that this is continuously ongoing. So none of these steps are quite like, ooh, I get this done, then I can go on to the next one. These are kind of like all the different aspects that come together to create the cake, create the delicious environment and opportunities for your child to thrive and to grow. But that means that we are continuously working on these. We can't just eat a cake once and then survive our whole life on just that one piece of cake. So we're constantly having to revisit this. So these are just some things to think about understanding yourself. Obviously, if you need to seek professional assistance on understanding yourself when we're talking about these, by all means, I would be quite proud of you for seeking any kind of help that helps you understand yourself, because this is a large part of how we parent. A part of parenting is instinctual. So it has a lot to do with how we were raised, how people treated us, how people did not treat us. And so sometimes people can either go towards parenting and they will do exactly what their parents previously did, or their family or the caregivers did previously. Or sometimes they go the opposite, and so then they're like rebelling, and so they didn't like a certain aspect of how they were raised, and so they do the complete opposite. So a simple example is somebody who had very strict, authoritative people over them might totally give all freedom to their children, and then they don't have any kind of rules or barely any kind of guidance. So it's understanding, though, why you are doing what you're doing, and if those things are truly effective for you and for your children. So whether or not you are very strict and they maybe go exactly as your parents were, or you're complete opposite and very lenient. And to me, I believe that the thing is when we look at how people raised us, is to taking the very best of what they did and emulating those behaviors, but then taking the things that they did not do and then adapt in the most healthy way and appropriate way for the children that we work on. So first is to think about how you were even raised and what people did or didn't do that you like. So the first step about understanding yourself, as I strongly encourage, is for you to take some time and reflect and maybe even write it down. What are some things that you liked and what are some things that you didn't like? And then I would take that list and think about how you do anything similar or that are dissimilar to those things, and think about how effective they are. So maybe you could write a list. This is what I liked about my upbringing. This is what I didn't like about my upbringing. Maybe circle the things. These are all the things that I do exactly the same, or these are all things that I do. Maybe put in a square the things that you do opposite, and then maybe a plus by the things that you think, oh yeah, like this is really working for my family and for my kiddos, and maybe a question mark by the things that you think in your parenting and your caregiving style that is not working, and then take another step on thinking about how to address that. So the first thing is just even understanding how you parent that has to do, or how you caregive that has to do with your upbringing. So thank you for joining the video today. Blessed be, always seeking peace.